The other idea that I had in terms of habit stacking and challenge stacking, this pursuit of 2026, reading 52 books in a year, one per week, is that I was thinking in order to kind of maximize my, not so much maximizing the efficiency of reading these books, but maximizing what I get out of them, is reading them, reflecting on them, potentially posting a few comments or whatever, posts on them. And then the other thing was that I was thinking for some of them, I'm sure there's going to be so much wisdom and knowledge to impart, not just from the book, but then to share with others, that I would love to also share my findings in a sort of a living library slash book club review session. And so the idea is to read Monday to Friday, so spread out the book by an equal amount of pages, read Monday to Friday. Saturday is to plan and prep for the actual course content, and then have Sunday as this really great opportunity to share some of the insights that I gleaned from the book. And I feel that in this way, I'm not gatekeeping, I'm not keeping the knowledge to myself. I always love sharing information with others. I love finding helpful analogies and grounding really big topics into everything that's happening in our life today, and helping utilize that to make sure that we have ways to deal and cope with some of these struggles that all of us go through every day. And so, yeah, I think that was my grand idea at 3 a.m. last night, or this morning. It was to read a book Monday to Friday, Saturday, reflect on it, and figure out if I can create some sort of a living library of knowledge and takeaways. And then on Sundays to share the information. And I could have live sessions, or I could do it on my own if nobody attends, and then record it and put it up on YouTube and share it. And then that way I think it's kind of neat, because I can't remember the name of the apps. I remember I had them back in the day when they first came out, and they were really popular, but it was essentially these kind of book summary apps. And so when podcasts came along, when audiobooks came along, and then these summaries came along. So these apps have, they'll take a book and they'll summarize each chapter and whatnot. And on one hand, I do see the benefit of it. On the other hand, I'm old school, and I really, really love to devour the information that I'm reading and to interpret it in my own way. Whereas if I'm reading a summary, I'm reading the interpretation of somebody else, and I don't know if that's landing the way it's meant to land. And so I like to do things the hard way. And it's not really the hard way, it's the original way, reading books. Who knew that you have to read the whole thing from beginning to end? But yeah, that's my thought, is to really, really stack the efficiency of embodying this whole experience. Reading the book, reflecting on it, posting on it, and writing articles, and then sharing the knowledge. And I think that that's a really cool concept. So stay tuned. I'm writing out thoughts on essentially how to choose the monthly topics and the themes, how to choose the books, the actual book criteria. So the number of pages, the topics, whether they're modern or a classic or kind of an old-timey book, and whether they are course-worthy. So whether they're, of course, every book has worth on its own, but sustainability-wise, I don't know if I would want to do a teaching not a teaching, but a sharing of knowledge every Sunday. And it's potential, but I'll have to figure out and brainstorm how to figure out whether or not a book has so much information that I would want to put it together into like a little knowledge packet.